Hey, what's going on everyone? Devin Knupp here, back at you with a brand new video. And in this one, I'm gonna talk about one of the biggest mistakes that I made. I mentioned it in other videos, but I really wanted to break it down. And that is basically the momentum of wholesaling real estate. And I've made mistakes with it in the past, and I'm actually dealing with those problems right now. And in today's video, make sure you stay till the end because I'm giving away a huge little special, if you want to call it. It's gonna be free. It's just for those of you that are my subscribers and that stick towards the end of this video. I'm gonna be giving away some great stuff, so make sure you stay till the end. And in today's video, it's gonna be a little bit raw, uncut, trying to keep it flowing. And I'm moving away from the fancy setup, if sort of say, in this video because I just want it to be, like I said, raw, and I want it to be more sincere in today's video. And so with this, like I said, I've had problems in the past where basically I made a mistake as far as momentum goes. And the mistake that I made is I got started doing wholesaling deals, and I started doing deals right, like after 4 months, it took me to do my first deal. And after that, just the floodgates open. I was just, all of a sudden, I did like 4 deals right away after that. And the biggest problem that I made, there was a couple of things that went wrong, and to this day, I'm still kind of dealing with consequences, and I'm struggling. And with that, basically what happened is a lot of the deals, me and a business partner that I met at the time, we decided that we would just take on these projects ourselves and just start working with them that way, basically rehabbing them and then flipping them. And we did that with every single deal, actually. I think I didn't wholesale a deal until like a couple months later after picking up like all these different discounted properties. And wholesaling is the art of just finding discounted properties, and basically what you do with the properties afterwards is up to you, whether you want to like wholesale it off to a cash buyer or pick it up for a flip, wholesale it, whatever it may be. There's a lot of different exit strategies that goes with wholesaling. You just find a lot of discounted properties. And so we were picking up all these properties, and the problem is that whenever you flip a property, it takes a long time for it to be closed. And a lot of these deals, it took like 8 months or more for a lot of these deals to close. And the problem with that is if you don't reinvest a lot of your money when it comes to wholesaling, it's gonna be very tough to keep like basically bringing in leads. And so I wasn't reinvesting a lot of money because a lot of it was on hold. I was waiting for these deals to close, and there was nothing I could really do. It was just a waiting game. And with this, my marketing really slowed down. So we got like so what happened was I closed my first deal. It was like a post off Craigslist. I'll talk about that deal in many of my videos. And then after that, I started doing a lot of direct mail. And it was like at the time the deal was about to close, I was doing direct mail. And that's where I found a lot of deals. And then I was doing more direct mail and working on a ton of leads. But like I said, like every deal we would come across, we had a big budget to work with so we could pick them up and flip them. But like I said, I wasn't able to reap the profits of it until later. And with that really killed my momentum. And like I didn't have the money to reinvest to at least automating the system or just do more marketing. And so this was a problem that I was running into. And then on top of that, at the time I was going to school. I was playing baseball, and like the semester I was taking a bunch of like senior level classes in college, and all my classes, they were just like, it was super tough, a lot of work. So I had to spend a lot of time just getting a lot of work done. And then on top of that, baseball was starting up, and I was on the team that would travel, and I would have to go on all these trips going down to Washington, Oregon. It was like literally every week we would be traveling somewhere new. So not only was I in more difficult classes and having a lot of work, but on top of that, I wasn't in town, and it was just hard to be able to do deals while riding on the bus all the time, getting all this work done. And it kind of, I put it at a standstill as I put the work onto other people's shoulders to help me out, but they were getting busy as well, and it became a mess, and we weren't able to do deals anymore. Then move forward, I moved out in the summer out to this apartment that I'm living in now, basically living on my own for the first time, away from everybody, not at college or anything like that. And that's when I started doing, try to do more wholesale deals. And I was just relying on people, and I was hoping I could just outsource it and not have to put in much work. And that was probably one of the biggest mistakes that I made as well. And I was starting back over again because moving into a new place is very expensive, at least on your first time, because you gotta buy new furniture, all this stuff. So I was struggling to get by when I moved out during the summer, and I was waiting for all these deals to close still. A lot of these deals still haven't closed. I think I had like $10,000 in my bank account from like 1 or 2 of the deals closing. and after like all of the expenses of everything, and then it was just, everything got expensive. And then move forward towards, finally, it was like about November of 2018, we hired cold caller, we hired, we bought a ton of lists, we skip traced a ton of numbers and everything. We started calling it, and the cold caller didn't work out, so then we moved on to doing a company. And then I was out of town for like the whole month of December, so basically I couldn't invest any time really into doing anything. I was just traveling the whole time, and it was very hard to get things off the ground and running. So that leaves me with today. I still have a couple of deals that haven't closed from when I first got deals from a year ago, back in December of 2017. And I'm still waiting for these profits, and with this, I have all these expenses, and it's been rough. So the moral of this story, and like I said, I'm trying to be sincere with you guys. I don't wanna try to portray an image to you guys that isn't true. And that's one of the biggest things about like what I feel ethically and my kind of personality is I wanna be sincere, be raw, and to give you guys my advice. So like all of this, I have closed, I wanna say like 7 deals or so last year. And it was just hard to get the momentum rolling again and being able to close multiple deals. Everything was just super spaced out, and and then I just kept running into a lot of walls. I know I'm not trying to make any excuses. It just kind of set me back even more time, and then I'd run into another wall, set me back more time. Like you guys heard about the list source problem that I've had, where they just quit doing, being able to sell me leads off of list source, and that was majority of where I was doing a lot of my deals actually in the state. And I was doing direct mail with that, and I can't buy lists off that anymore. So I've had to figure that problem out, which I figured out the problem now, and which basically I buy leads off of Super Empower Solutions, which I've linked down in the description. But I've ran into so many problems, and I've just killed the momentum, and I've had to start up back over and over and over again. Luckily, I've stayed persistent with this. Like every 2 months, it felt like I was just starting back over from scratch, and I've consistently had to do this. And my recommendation to you guys is, as much as possible, as soon as you close your first deal, just keep living dirt cheap. As soon as you close like 5 more deals, keep living dirt cheap. Don't change anything. Don't change your lifestyle. Don't start up a new business. If you guys are in school, like the situation that I was in, like obviously just try to make it work, do whatever you can to keep things going. Hopefully you're not playing sports like I was and trying to get things going. It made it really tough. But just keep trying to push forward and keep trying to do deals, and just keep doing whatever you can. And don't do it until it will grow and it's automated for you, and then maybe you can keep your mind focused on some other things. And just learn from my failures. Don't keep relapsing and keep having to restart the momentum wheel. I imagine many people, if they were in my shoes, they would probably quit. They would give up on wholesaling. And I've had to just take a step back so many times and restart over. So just please don't get into this position. And once you get the momentum going, don't stop. Just keep firing away. Just keep trying to help people out. Keep closing deals. Keep doing it until you're closing like 8 deals a month, 5 to 8 deals a month. Then you can maybe take the foot off the gas just a little bit and focus on some other things, maybe work on some more flips or whatever. That's another thing as well. I really don't recommend that you guys do any flips or anything like that until, like I said, you're doing a lot of deals and you're able to keep reinvesting. And that's one of the biggest problems that I've had. And like I said, I just really want to be as sincere as possible with you guys, just because I know there's a lot of people out there that are struggling to get their first deal. And then there's also another group of people that not that many people talk about, and it's the group of people that have closed a deal, but they're having trouble doing more deals. And I've talked to a few people. There's a handful of people that are in this boat where they're in the same boat as people that are beginners, but some of them are even worse, where they're just really struggling to get things rolling because like they've closed this deal and they're like, oh, back in the days when I was closing deals and everything. No, none of that BS. You just gotta keep moving forward, keep reinvesting everything as much as possible. Try to take the smallest amount on top as possible, at least in the beginning, so that way you can reinvest everything. Get a bunch of marketing strategies. Like after you get one marketing strategy automated, move on to the next one, maybe get like 3, 4, 5 different marketing strategies, and really kind of split up your attention as you start getting them automated, so that way if one dies down, you can move on to you have a couple other ones that are backups. It's kind of like having multiple income streams. If you have multiple income streams, if one of them starts to go downhill, it's okay. You have other ones that you can rely on. But if you just have one marketing stream or one income and that one just goes downhill, that one goes away, then you are struggling to move forward. And that's a big problem that a lot of people are running into. So on top of that, another big piece that I've learned as well is learn the full business. Don't just learn part of it, learn the full business, learn every little part of it. I know that's counterintuitive to some people, or other people give different advice, just hire out whatever you suck at, but you still need to understand how each little basic principle works inside the business, so that way you can educate people and you can get like, if someone leaves that's in those shoes and it's not automated, then you're gonna be screwed. It's gonna be hard to find a new person. You're gonna have to train them, but if you didn't train the original person, or you don't know how that strategy works, then you're gonna have a lot of trouble. And that's kind of the problem that I had when I was trying to get cold calling going inside of my business, is I was able to have someone help me out, but they weren't able to keep doing it. So with this, I've been struggling trying to, like, I've had to learn myself on how to cold call, and then on top of that, how to hire someone into that position. And it's just been like, I've lost a lot of ground, because if I just learned myself from the beginning, then I wouldn't have had to go through all these like trials and tribulations as far as like trying to learn the system, just so that way I could teach someone how to do it. And then also my direct mail system, like it was starting to become oversaturated inside of my market, and we were doing less and less deals from it. And yeah, that's kind of where we are today. Just like that's the biggest thing that I've learned. And like I said, I want you guys to learn from my failures and take advice from it, and maybe take some notes and everything, and just make sure that you don't run into the problems that I have. If you close a deal, just keep firing away, keep the consistency. Don't get comfortable with where you are. Keep moving forward, keep being uncomfortable until you are at a level where you can afford to be comfortable. That's another thing as well. And I know I'm kind of dragging this on a little bit more than I anticipated. It should have been like a 5-minute video, but I really want to go in depth in this, just to put it out there. And like, I got a little bit comfortable as I started having some of these bigger deals close as time went on. And then as soon as you start getting comfortable, that's when you start losing money and it starts to go downhill. So just take my advice and run with it. So anyways, that's what I got for you guys. And like I said in the beginning, for those of you that are still here, so the special deal that I got going on for you guys, it's not really a deal. It's just like something that I put together for everybody. It took me like 30 minutes, but everything's all organized now. So basically what I did is I've been uploading every day, as a lot of you guys know. And with this, I've made a lot of videos on real estate wholesaling. And so what I did was I took an accumulation of all the videos that I made on my channel, and it came out to like 26 or so that I put into a playlist that takes you, if you watch each video in order on the playlist, it'll take you through each part of the wholesaling process that you need to know. And so what you're gonna wanna do is, at the end of this video, I'll put it at the end screen, but basically just take action on each one of these pieces. If you have any questions, drop it in the comments on one of those videos that you're stuck on, that you're having trouble with. Some of them are a little bit older, so I'm probably remake the content soon and replace that. So if you're watching this later, you may see newer videos inside of there. Like some of them are from when I first started making YouTube videos, but I'm taking you literally through step by step each individual process as to what the title of the video is. So you can have a checklist if you want, create it from there. Maybe I'll make one for you guys and make it into a PDF. But I create a playlist step by step, exactly how to go out there and wholesale houses step by step. So every video is in there, and I made sure that I had a video for each part that's important in the process, and maybe some of the processes, there's a couple videos in case you want a different perspective. But anyways, that's what I got for you guys. Check it out at the end screen. If it's not in the end screen, I'll put it in the description at least. But anyways, hope you guys all enjoyed this video. A little bit more raw. The only thing I did was I just turned on the ring light so the lighting is a little bit better. Kind of crappy lighting in this place. It's all yellow and stuff, and it's pointing down on you. So anyways, that's what I got for you guys. If you haven't already, join the fam, join the gang by hitting the subscribe button down below. Smash the like if you want to see more videos like this. If you guys like the more raw version, or if you guys like my more edited, refined, like I guess more aesthetically pleasing videos that I've been recording lately. But anyways, like always, I'm uploading every day. So I will see you guys all tomorrow. Peace.